Hey guys, like I said in the last video, I got a few I got to get off this desk here. So I kind of want to go over what I picked up from the flea market. Belleville has a local flea market. It's always the third weekend of the month. I try to go there to score some LJNs because they've been showing up periodically. But while I'm there, I kind of scope out and see if there's anything else that I want to, that I got the urge to pick up. I did pick up quite a few things. I'm going to show off some of these predators. So I'm not familiar with all these particular different kinds of predators, but I think they're very cool looking. This is actually, he's wearing a mask, so that's his actual face there. They weren't bad prices at the flea market. I think I picked this one up for $2. And like I said, I picked up a bunch of Predator aliens. You might be able to see it in a couple videos back. It's two movies that I love, Alien and Predator. So glad that they came out with that movie, Alien versus Predator, and then the sequels. So I'm not familiar with all the names and stuff or their gimmicks, but very cool looking. Put him in this display. This one is just a regular Predator. I mean, I'm sure there's a particular name for him. Looks like he's missing probably one of his things that he throws. But still very cool. Wasn't much. I think I picked him up for $4. So the flea market, at least the one here in Belleville, is still pretty cheap wise when it comes to toys and action figures. Very cool. I didn't even try to see if this mask comes off. No, it don't. Okay. So another very cool pickup. 2 for the Predator Alien shelf. I picked up this cool little Dracula. I didn't scan it or anything to see what line it went to, but it is bendable, and the cape is bendable too. It's got wires in it, so it's kind of cool. I do have like a montage shelf that I put on my, monsters of the screen, so it's got a wolf man, it's got the creature from the Black Lagoon, it's got those Burger King kids meal toys too that everyone's got like craving for. So picked up this guy. I think he was $5. I think he was the most thing no, the next couple things were all $5 a piece too, but very cool for the monster display shelf. This next one is a line I wanted to dabble into it, like the older versions of these, because I see the older ones out there in the wild and at the toy stores. Like, oh, I had that. They have a few in there. I know this is the newer versions. When I seen them at the flea market, the guy gave me a good price, I think. I do know you can pick some of these up at Ollie's. But I picked up some Dungeons and Dragons figures. So this is Hank. Looks like he shoots arrows. Not too familiar with the new versions of Dungeons and Dragons. That was a game I used to play when I was a kid. I had an older brother, an older cousin that lived with us, and of course all their friends always came over, so they played Dungeons and Dragons quite a bit. Totally not with action figures. I'm talking the roll of dice version game where there's a dungeon master. I think I can't remember what they actually called him. He was the one that ran the game, and then other people came in and were different characters. This is Diana. Looks like she's a spear warrior. Looks like that's a spear with some so I haven't pulled these out yet because I still don't know if I'm ready to get into this Dungeons and Dragons, especially this new line. So if I keep them in the box, maybe I can flip them. This one right here is Bobby and Ewan. I guess Ewan is a unicorn, and then Bobby's the little boy. But kind of cool. Picked up 3 of them. They're $5 each, so not a total expensive line to at least to dabble in. Not too sure what I'm going to do with them though, because I don't have anything else here on the shelves for Dungeons and Dragons. This next one was a kind of cool pickup. And you ever went to a place or like a flea market and you've seen something and you just thought it would be more expensive, so you don't even ask the price, you know, you just go on about your business and start looking at other things. Well, that happened to me. I was looking in, I was pretty sure that it was going to be more expensive than I wanted to pay for it. So when I got done looking at everything, I thought to myself, you know, it doesn't hurt to ask. So I went back and asked, and it was $5. I couldn't believe that I was going to pass this up, and it was only going to be $5. But it was Lando. You know, this I have Han Solo already. I have um, one of the stormtroopers. I think is a stormtrooper, and I have Chewbacca. But I thought for sure he was going to ask $20 or something like that, which is still a decent price if he was going to ask that. But he does have the boots. They are very hard to get on this figure. I tried. It does have a stain right there, so I'm going to try to take the clothes off and try to wash them and try to get the stain out. But I was going to pass on this just because I thought it was going to be more money than I wanted to spend that day. But for $5, I was like, deal, I had to get them. So now I just got to clean them up. Very cool to have I want to say this is like one of the original Star Wars. I don't think this is a newer guy. Well, I can't really see the year. I'll put the year down in the comments because I don't think he's like the 2000s or anything. I think this one is still one of the older versions of the figures. But I love him. He's got the cape. He's going to go on the Star Wars shelf, the tall versions. It's actually on top of the cabinet. But very cool pickup, and I can't believe I was just going to let this slide for $5. If you like this kind of videos, you know, please give me a like or subscribe. Very small channel. This is just a hobby of mine. You know, if you watch the channel, you know I'm a professional wrestler. So I go around in the different territories, different cities, and wrestle just about every weekend. Sometimes it's 2 or 3 times a week. And then I do this on the side because I love picking up some toys and I love going to different toy stores. Haven't filmed myself doing it yet. Maybe that will come in the future. But as of right now, I just like showing off what I bought and showing you guys the stuff that I love, that I had sometimes growing up as a kid. Wish I could have had a big, tall Lando like this. I do remember I had the remote control R2-D2. I did have Chewbacca as a kid. Didn't have this guy, so I'm glad I was able to pick him up. But again, if you like this stuff, like, subscribe, give me a comment, and I love to answer all my comments. So leave me something, and I'll write you back. But have a good one.